Some real curveballs, but some things haven't changed. Children in Central Virginia are still being diagnosed with cancer, and ASK continues to expand their programs to support them. You're going to hear more about all that later this evening. Children with cancer are familiar with a world of social distancing. This isn't as new to them, but they don't quit. They don't give up, nor can we. All of you out there haven't given up either. You haven't quit. By joining us to support ASK tonight, you are a partner with the families in Central Virginia who are facing childhood cancer. Speaking of people who just won't quit, we would like to thank our sponsors for their understanding, their support, and their kindness this year, and doing whatever it takes to fight childhood cancer. Our presenting sponsors of the 2020 Gala are Old Dominion Insulation and Northwestern Mutual. Thank you, Jeff DeVood and John Vanderhyde, who are social distancing out there together and showing their support for ASK. Thank you. To our premier sponsors, Advanced Tech and Page Auto Group, thank you for your support. Our gold sponsors are Dominion Energy, Easley Hedrick Insurance and Financial, Ferguson, and Melissa and Brad Swartzwelder. Thank you for your support. And joining us tonight, like so many galas before, is Ask Kid Campbell, with a message on what life has been like as an Ask survivor during COVID.
Hi, my name's Campbell Brandt. I was diagnosed with leukemia in 2012 when I was 6. So I'm now 15, so I've known Ask for a pretty long time. Ask has been with me through my entire treatment. Some of my favorite memories from Ask have been sitting in the clinic, playing games with Miss Katie, like Uno. I usually beat her a lot, but shh, don't tell her that. Or going to summer camp and just hanging out with all the friends and painting at summer camp and doing a bunch of crafts at summer camp, or in the pool party. Me and my friends like to race down the slide and see who could get down first. So overall, I just have a ton of good memories with Ask, and it's been really great to be part of the Ask family and Ask Kid. One of my favorite things recently to be volunteering with Ask is the Parents' Night Out. It's an opportunity for parents to drop off their kids and let them have a blast while they're at the Ask building, and they get to get away and get a break from some of the stresses that come with having a kid with cancer. It's been really fun for me because I've been able to see kids from the beginning of treatment and see them every Parents' Night Out and see how they grow and just how they're doing and catch up with them. I think it's been a really great experience for me to be able to see that, and it's really cool. It's been really tough with some of the Ask events being canceled and not being able to see the friends that I've made through Ask, but we've still been able to do some virtual stuff, like our little girls Zoom call with Miss Katie and Miss Alma and lots of my Ask friends. So although I've missed some of the major events that I haven't been able to attend because of coronavirus, we've still been able to make some fun out of it. The relationships that Ask kids have with each other is one of the greatest things that I've ever experienced in my whole life. It's so great that in that time when it's super scary and you don't know what's going on and you don't know, everybody else is kind of treating you a little bit differently, to have this group of people that knows what it's like and knows what you're going through and treats you as you want to be treated, just like any other kid. And those are some of the best relationships that I have in my life. People that I met at the beginning of my treatment and I've stayed friends with the entire time, and we've been able to see each other grow and see each other prosper, and just that experience of having friends like that has been one of my favorite things in my entire life. Although the gala looks a little different this year, and it's been kind of hard to not see you all in person, I just wanted to give a big thank you to all the donors and everybody who's attending tonight, because your donations really make a difference and really make the Ask experience what it is for all the kids going through treatment. So thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You have no idea the difference that you're making.
Thank you, Campbell. Thank you for joining us this evening. You know, of the many things that I miss about our gala together, it is spending time with Campbell. She's always been a beautiful, shining and smiling face of Ask, and we've partnered together on so many galas. Thank you for helping us tonight, Campbell. I wish you the best wherever you are. As with every Ask Gala, we're here to raise all important funds needed to support families facing childhood cancer. Right now, you can support us by placing bids on the silent auction. We've gotten a couple of texts here at Command and Control, and there seems to be a question about the closing time of the silent auction. The silent auction closes at 7 p.m., so that's promptly at 7 p.m. in approximately 25 minutes. So you still have plenty of time to get your bids in, but don't wait. Silent auction closing time is 7 p.m. There's lots of favorite items out there this year. A few hot ones are item number 501, the Dover Hall Murder Mystery Package, or item number 301, the Reservoir Distillery VIP Package. That was a popular one in our live auction a couple of years ago. There's a Grill Master Package, item 213, that's receiving lots of bids. And item 201, the James River Sunset on Canvas. This item was going to be live in March at our planned gala event. Now, I remind you, the silent auction closes promptly at 7 p.m. So you still have time to get your bids in, but don't wait. Let's transition to see the full leaderboard while you pull out your GetSmart app and place your bids. Thank you. I hope you were able to get in some silent auction bids. A reminder, if you haven't registered, you can text ASK 2020 to 76278. Again, that's ASK 2020 to number 76278 to register and to begin bidding. I want to remind you there's another way that you can donate right now, and that's to purchase your raffle tickets. We will be raffling off a 2015 Club Car electric golf cart from Peebles Golf Carts. It features brand new batteries, brand new black body and trim. It's been completely refurbished, and that drawing will be held Thursday, September 24th at 5:30 p.m. after the Lexus Champions for Charity Golf Tournament benefiting Ask. Those raffle tickets are $50 per ticket, or you can triple your chance to win by purchasing 3 tickets for $100. And again, that's right in your GetSmart app to purchase your raffle tickets. Speaking of golf, we have some great packages for everyone who's looking to get outdoors, socially distance, and enjoy this beautiful fall weather. For example, item 801 is a Pebble Beach golf tournament. It's a twosome to participate in the 2020 Lexus Champions for Charity Golf National Championship and compete for the $100,000 purse. Again, that's item 801. Item 802 is more local. It's a golf VIP experience where you enjoy an invitation for a round for four to Kinlock and the Foundry, both private clubs with the best of Southern hospitality. Again, that is silent auction item 802. Or if you're more of a hunter, item 805 might be for you. You'll enjoy a half-day duck hunt for three from land or boat at one of Primetime Hunt's locations. Again, a reminder that our silent auction closes at 7 p.m. There's a ticker going along the bottom of the screen with all the information to register. I invite you to pull out your GiveSmart app, bid early and often on our silent auction. It closes at 7 p.m. Now we want to hear from another important person at Ask, because socially distancing isn't new for Ask kids or families. Ask Chaplain Rich, who joined Ask in August 2020, hadn't been on the job for a year yet when COVID changed the way that he could provide care for kids and their families. He joins us tonight to share what these past few months have been like for Ask.
When COVID hit, I started working from home, and what I really did was spend a lot of time reaching out to patients and families, whether it be through telephone and through messaging or through handwriting notes. I did a lot of handwriting of notes. It was a very effective way to reach out to families, to remind them that we're thinking about them, to just give them words of encouragement. The beauty that I saw in it was after the fact, I had families say, "Oh yeah, you were the one that sent us a note in the mail. That meant so much." And so just doing those little things makes a big difference in a family who is stuck at home all day for a long period of time, worried about their child's health. One particular family who I had not met before COVID, I was corresponding with. And the mom reached out one day and said, "Hey, our daughter's about to have her birthday, and we're going to do a drive-by celebration, which is the norm in COVID. And she asked if somebody from Ask could be a part of it." And I asked my family, and we decided to pack up our car one day and drive over. And we were part of her birthday bandwagon. And we rode through and made signs and waved and yelled happy birthday and really lifted her up on that day when they couldn't gather together with friends and family because of COVID. And it really made her day. And in fact, the mom came up to me afterwards and just said how much it meant to know that people who she didn't even know would come and offer support and just put a smile on their face for the day and really celebrate this sweet girl. And so that was one of the many blessings that I've had through this time of COVID, where we connect with our families. The clinic is now letting people back in, and slowly but surely we are seeing patients more and more often. And I have the privilege of being able to come back in and actually be face-to-face with families again, which I can tell you is just a wonderful blessing for me. I'm back to seeing patients and offering that level of intimate support that they need during treatment, when life is so difficult, when questions just come up, when the struggle is very real each and every day. Visitors are being restricted still on the inpatient side in particular, and so the family isn't getting as much one-on-one support from other family members or friends, and so they really rely on other people to offer that support. And that's a lot of where I come in, is to be a steady presence in their life while they're inpatient or while they're in the clinic. I just want to say thank you so very much for your support. Because of your generosity, I get to spend my days trying to make the journey of treatment for cancer a little bit easier for families. I get to provide a level of support where we reach hands out and draw people close in a way that says we care about you and you are not on your own. We are in this together. And so thank you for your generosity today and always, and we appreciate you greatly.
Ladies and gentlemen, your bidding on the silent auction is working. Our silent auction is now up to $69,000 in total revenue with just 15 minutes remaining. My first ask to you tonight is, can we get that to $80,000? That's just another $11,000 in the next 15 minutes. Please pull out your phones and place your silent auction bids. We have some really hot items out there tonight, including 43 bids on the Reservoir Distillery package and lots of other items that they're feeding me real-time data about. Our silent auction total is now above $70,000. Thank you for your generous bids. As you're bidding, I want to let you know that Ask is getting back to normal as safely and as quickly as possible. This past Thursday, the Ask First Step preschoolers came together for the first time since March. The weather wasn't perfect, but they made the best of the day getting together on the playground with their teachers, who took great care and caution in helping them stay distant while socializing and meeting with their friends. You could do the same thing with some of our silent auction items tonight, where you can get some great food and drink and social activity with your friends, including item number 311, which is a Southside date night. There's a wine lovers package on item 315. And while you're at it, why not pick up a wine cooler? Always a popular item at the Ask Gala. That is at item 212. This wine cooler, it's built in 42 bottles. So if you combine that, item 212, with item number 315, that'd be a wonderful way to celebrate Ask this evening. Now, before I mentioned the First Step Preschool and just how much their programs means to our youngest patients, survivors, and their siblings. Here tonight to tell us a bit more about that program and how life changed again in an instant for them is Jess and Josh Harris.
We were introduced to the Ask organization a little over a year and a half ago when our son Holden was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia at the age of 9 months old. Mary Jo told us about their financial assistance program, which helped pay our mortgage twice the first year that Holden was diagnosed, which was a tremendous burden lifted off of us because upon his initial diagnosis and his hospital stays, his ongoing treatment, his clinic visits, I left my job and our family went down to a single income.
Being stuck in the hospital room all the time is very trying. So being able to step out for a few minutes and not have to worry about somebody watching your child so you can get a drink or 5 minutes on social media or something like that, just to let your thoughts, escape.
Most of our treatment was inpatient, so it took us a while before we actually met Katie. She was always like a bright and shining face. She knew Holden's name, she knew Piper's name. She would greet them, play with them, always kind. She came up to us last year and asked if we would want to be sponsored as their family at Christmas. And at first I was really hesitant, but she was just kind of sitting there and smiling, encouraging us, because it's such a weird position to be in, to go from being in charge of your life to just completely flipped upside down. And once you get that cancer diagnosis, that is what happens. Everyone was gifted. The family that sponsored us bought for Josh, myself, Piper, Holden, and our dog Moose. And the kids had the most awesome Christmas, and we were just
It was a very humbling experience.
Yeah.
Going through treatment with one child, it's unfortunate, the feeling that you're so focused on your one child who's sick and going through treatment that you feel like you're neglecting your other children. So that was tough to come to terms with, but it was really nice when Jessica and Piper got to go for their mother and daughter spa day.
And it was nice that Ask would send our daughter like little care packages, and they also have a preschool program called the Ask First Step program that our daughter participated in. It is for patients and their siblings to attend a safe preschool so they get some of those experiences that they would typically be missing out on. At the beginning of this year, we were starting to get back to our normal lives. Holden had his schedule to get his port removed. He was completely done with chemo. We were done with monitoring. We were getting ready to go to the survivorship clinic. Then COVID happened, and everything stopped. The preschool, the First Step preschool, did their best to do virtual learning opportunities, which Piper thought was the coolest. We would do Zoom meetings with her classmates, and she would do science experiments or art projects. One thing that has been incredibly helpful to me through the pandemic and even before when Holden was in treatment is speaking to a psychologist. I was speaking to one every 2 weeks. And when I first met with her in clinic, she said, don't worry, like it's nothing you have to pay for. I don't need your insurance. Ask pays for that service for cancer kids, siblings, parents. Josh has utilized the resource as well. Once you're an Ask family, you're always an Ask family because so many things change so quickly with cancer. Like I was a teacher and then I quit. So that wasn't me anymore. And then I was a cancer mom and now we're done with treatment. So it feels like that's not really me anymore. But Ask is gonna be with us indefinitely. It's an organization that we've made a connection with and has made a connection with many families, and we've met many families through that we're gonna have for the foreseeable future in our lives.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Again, we appreciate all your bids on the silent auction. We're up to approximately $73,000. We are going to push the silent auction closing back just until 7:05, though. That gives you an extra 5 minutes to purchase items on the silent auction. Again, the silent auction will now close at 7:05. I'll also remind you that you still have an opportunity to purchase raffle tickets tonight for the 2015 completely refurbished Club Car golf cart. Again, those are $50 per ticket or 3 tickets for $100. Once again, a reminder that the silent auction closes at 7:05. We're at approximately $73,000 in total revenue. I ask you to help us get to $80,000 tonight on the silent auction. We have 11 minutes until the close of the silent auction. Ladies and gentlemen, just as 2020 has been the year of flexibility for all of us, we're going to demonstrate some flexibility here tonight. We understand that we still have some people who are getting to their destination for their viewing party to watch the event this evening. So we are going to extend the silent auction until 8:30. So that will be approximately 8:30, which we plan to be at the end of our evening. So the silent auction does remain open. It will remain open throughout the program. It doesn't mean that you should delay your bids. We ask you to bid early and often, and your bids are mattering. We are up to just over $76,000 on the silent auction now. So thank you for your bids. Thank you for purchasing raffle tickets. Again, we will close the silent auction at approximately 8:30. We will be delaying the start of the rest of our program just slightly, and we'll be back to you with an update soon. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, there's been lots of changes in the last few minutes. The good thing is our silent auction total continues to rise. We've met our goal of $80,000, and for that I say thank you. But every time we meet a goal, the goal changes. It moves up. We ask you to continue to bid. We're going to leave the silent auction open until 8:30 now. By popular request, we're going to set a new goal at $85,000 by 8:30. I believe that you can do it. Continue to pull out your phones and place your bids on the silent auction. Again, new goal of $85,000 versus a current revenue of $80,000, and a new silent auction close time at 8:30. So while the goals are changing and the time is changing, other exciting things are happening here too. People are texting and continuing to donate and add to their packages, and we appreciate that. Thank you for all the messages that you're sending to us. Please continue to keep them flooding in. One such message was for item number 405. So that is silent auction item number 405. It was entitled Mountain Weekend Getaway. It is now a 5-night getaway at Rose Retreat at Wintergreen in a 3-bedroom, 3-bath home there. So again, lots of changes. Item 405 was just enhanced. If you've been a bidder on that, we ask you to go back and increase your bid. It's now a 5-night stay. If you weren't interested in just a weekend, but you wanted a longer stay, now item 405 might be just for you. Once again, our silent auction closes at 8:30. We've updated our program time as well, if you're following along. So now would be the perfect time to visit the restroom if you need to, refresh your drink if you'd like, pour yourself an extra glass of wine if you choose, and get ready for our program. Our program will begin at 7:15. That's in approximately 5 minutes. So updated times once again, silent auction closes at 8:30, program begins at 7:15. We'll see you again in just a few minutes. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you're making an impact, and I'm getting a lot of texts that say that I'm not aggressive enough with my goals. We're well over $80,000 on the silent auction, and some of you think the goal should be $100,000. So it's up to you to make that goal happen. Again, our silent auction is going to remain open until 8:30. But we do want to continue our program this evening. We appreciate everyone joining us. And right now, we have a welcome from some Ask Kids and then a few words from some special guests. I invite you to listen. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ask Kid Madison, and welcome to the Ask Above and Beyond 2020 Gala. This is my little brother Lucas, and we can't wait to get this party started. Woohoo! Now, let us get this show on the road. Andy, count us down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you!
Welcome to the gala.
Hello! Hi.
Welcome. Welcome to the Ask and Phil Gala. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Misha.
Hi, everyone. Welcome.
I waved and smiled.
Hey.
Can you wave? Say thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Hi, welcome. Welcome, hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, welcome, thank you.
Hello. Hello from the Brooks Kids. I'm Eleanor.
I'm Mark.
I'm Mariana. Thank you for supporting us. Thanks.
Bye.
Hi, everyone. I'm Steve McCoy with the Ask Childhood Cancer Foundation Board of Directors. On behalf of the entire board, I'd like to welcome you to the Ask Above and Beyond 2020 Gala, and thank you for joining us tonight. As you might imagine, I have some prepared remarks, but for the moment, I'd like to go off script and speak from the heart. 6 months ago, we were preparing for the largest gala in our history. We just completed a long-range planning process, and I was all set to talk with you about the ways that we would expand our organization and services with your help. And then, just like I'm sure for all of you, the world turned upside down. There's a saying attributed to Vince Lombardi that what's important is not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get back up. I love that, but it suggests that getting up is a solo process when it's not. For an organization like ours, getting up requires staff and volunteers who are able to take a pretty nasty fall and keep going. It requires patients and families whose courage allows them to adjust to yet another new reality and keep up the fight. And it requires friends who love and care about our mission, our families, and our kids. We're especially grateful to all of you because this year your support means more than ever. Childhood cancer doesn't wait on COVID-19. Since March, we've seen 17 new diagnoses in Central Virginia, 17 new families who've experienced the challenges and fear that come with the diagnosis of childhood cancer, and 3 families who have lost a child right when they can't share that loss with their family and friends. With your support, we've been able to continue to walk this walk with them, providing financial, clinical, psychological, and emotional support. These last few months have taught us that even in some pretty rough seas, we can provide assistance and kindness to our families every day, even if we can't always see them in person. That we can still surround them with a community of support, even from a safe distance. That is only possible because of you. Tonight, you're going to hear some powerful stories directly from our families about Ask's impact. You're going to see how we've been able to find new ways to show up for our kids and families, and you'll be invited to give a hand in supporting the work and mission here at Ask. As we get started, please make sure you're registered to donate and bid on auction items. Go to askgala.org or text ASK2020 to 76278. Before we begin, I'd like to recognize some of the many extraordinary people who've made tonight possible. Let's start with our Gala sponsors, who you see here on the screen, and especially our headline sponsors, Old Dominion Insulation and Northwestern Mutual. This dedicated group of businesses and individuals has made tonight possible. In the middle of a global pandemic, when these folks are experiencing the same hard times as the rest of us, they haven't wavered an inch. It's an extraordinary show of kindness and fidelity, and we're profoundly grateful to each of them. Next, I'd like to recognize and thank our table captains for your commitment and for inviting your family and friends to join us tonight. Again, it would have been so easy for all of you to say, this is just not the year. We appreciate your leadership and your ability to inspire others to get involved. We also have our community partners tuning in with us tonight: Children's Hospital of Richmond at VCU, Mustaches for Kids, Home Building Association of Richmond, and TADS Kids. Thank you for helping us carry out our important mission work every day. I'd like to extend a big thank you to our staff, clinic team, Gala committee, and volunteers for making tonight possible. I get to sit here and look pretty and pretend that I've done something to make this happen. But really, these are the people who make the trains run and the day better and the kids smile. Their compassionate work day in and day out is so critical to our success. Thank you. I'd like to welcome those of you who are joining us for the first time. I hope you'll be inspired to help us make life better for children with cancer here in our community, as my wife Laura and I were many years ago. Laura and I have not experienced childhood cancer, but we have been touched by childhood illness. Our son James had open heart surgery when he was 7 months old. So while we don't know how it feels to hear your child has cancer, we do know what it is to have a doctor walk into the room and turn everything you thought you knew about your family inside out. And we know how incredibly important it is to have a community help you through the days that follow. I want to recognize the many Ask kids, parents, caregivers, and siblings who are here with us tonight. It wouldn't be our Gala without you. You constantly remind us why we're doing this work, and you inspire us every day with your bravery. And finally, I'd like to finish these thank yous by going back to where I started and thanking the many people who are return guests. In the last 2 years, the Gala has grown exponentially because of you. At our most recent event, you helped us raise over $500,000. As I mentioned a moment ago, that support helped keep Ask afloat when COVID hit. Because of your support, we were here to provide online tutoring for kids who needed extra help, substantially increased financial assistance, and weekly family support services, all at our time when our families needed them most. We learned that we can still celebrate birthdays and graduations from a distance, and that telehealth psychology, when kids can bring their stuffed animals and dolls to talk to the doctor, is actually a pretty good idea. You've enabled us to live up to our event name, the Above and Beyond Gala, and go above and beyond for our community's youngest patients and survivors every day. So thank you. Now I'd like to honor two treasured members of our Ask family, Scott and Leslie Armstrong. Scott and Leslie are Ask parents who experienced our support firsthand during their son Tucker's treatment. They've been with us ever since, and this year marks their 10th Gala. They've inspired a lot of people along the way, and many of those folks are with us tonight, including Jeff and Kelly DeVood, who through Old Dominion Insulation have been long-standing presenting sponsors of our Gala. Leslie and Scott have been a big part of this event's success, so let's hear a little more about them and their story.
We've been involved for a few years, so it's kind of like going to your wedding. You see family and you see friends and you see people that are involved with Ask and people that, you know, contribute to Ask, and it's just one big family. So there's so many people to get to see and talk to. It's pretty awesome.
We were guests 10 years ago, I guess. And it was at the VMFA, and it was a really fun event, but small. It was probably 100 people. Very intimate setting, but a lot of fun. That's the night I told Scott it'd be fun to find auction stuff. I was like, oh, next year I'm gonna help.
She asked if we wanted to help plan some of the silent auction items, if I would be interested in asking for donations. And then it just kind of snowballed from there.
Once Scotty told us how awesome it was and what a great cause it was to him and his family, we were in. So, rest is history.
And you just see them get more and more into the Richmond community and the people that they've brought in, and the next thing you know, $350,000 $500,000. I mean, and it makes you so proud for them and so happy to see the success and what they're able to achieve with that money.
The growth has just been phenomenal. It's been awesome to see our community come around this event and help raise money for families dealing with childhood cancer.
I think once you get involved with ASK, you feel like you're a part of that family or that group, you know, and whether you've experienced it personally or just been a part of an event, it's something you want to continue to be a part of.
Watching them get involved with ASK, and we knew at that time immediately there was no question of how can we help, it's just where do we start.
Seeing everybody come together one night and be really excited about doing something good is super exciting, and then always, you know, beating the year before is something special.
I never in a million years would have imagined that this event would have got this big.
I think ASK is going to continue to grow. I think ASK will continue to build more programs and be able to do more things for kids and their families.
The fact that there's an organization that is dedicated and does a really good job of taking care of families and kids that are going through it while they're going through it is absolutely amazing, and I will do anything for them for the rest of time. As long as I'm useful to ASK, I will be part of it for that reason alone.
We met ASK when our son got sick and was in clinic there. And then once he passed away, we, I think together as a couple, decided that it would just be our mission to carry on his legacy.
When Tucker was going through everything, Scotty came to Jeff and said, we never would have gotten through all of Tucker's treatments and all the support that they had, the toys, the movies they watched, just everything, the snacks, everything they had. Scotty told Jeff, he said it was the most amazing thing. We never would have gotten through it without him.
Leslie is such a giving person, and I think that's how she was brought up. I think she felt that need to be able to give back to other families. And that was a way to get involved, because they would come in, they decorated his hospital room, and they would give him toys and things that they could use on the walls in there that he could paint with, things to keep him entertained. And I think she saw that, and she saw what a good program it was, that she wanted to be able to give back. And the fact that they're still involved, I think it's home for them. I think it's someplace that makes them feel grounded and connected.
Contribute a lot of that to Tucker and his legacy, and the Armstrongs staying active 10 years after they lost their son, and it's just, the impact has been humongous, and the things they're doing in Tucker's honor for the community are absolutely amazing. And I'm really, really proud of both of them for taking this path and for sticking with it. Yeah. And helping other families. Using their loss to help other families has been huge.
I don't know how we would be able to handle a loss of a child, but they bring a lot of hope to what great human beings can be.
Mm-hmm.
The longer that Tucker's been gone, probably friends or family or people around us, they're not going to stop caring, but they're going to be less involved, and people are going to go on with their lives. And for us, we would just keep moving forward as long as it felt right to us. And I think the humbling part for us, or the surprise for us, is that support hasn't gone away. If anything, 10 years later, it's getting stronger. And that's a testament to him. It's pretty neat.
Thank you, Scott and Leslie, for being champions for all of our ASK kids and for reminding us that kindness and perseverance have real power in this world. With that, I'd like to turn the stage over to ASK's Executive Director and ASK Mom, Amy Godkin.
Good evening. When we picked our 2020 theme, we had no idea what a year it would be. While I am no longer excited about celebrating the year 2020, I am still very excited to celebrate our 2020 vision for Ask's future. I always want to celebrate our inspiring kids, and I definitely want to celebrate this amazing community that has come together tonight. 2 years ago, we introduced you to Whit, whose family shared how scary it was going from everyday life and soccer practice to worrying about whether their child was going to survive cancer. That night, you raised your hands and gave generously so that kids like Whit could receive the emotional support that our chaplain, our child psychologist, and our child life specialists provide every day. Your generosity that year meant that we were able to extend this care team by adding a new position to help our families outside of the clinic setting. Last year, we introduced you to Ariana, whose family shared that the missed school days and the late effects from cancer treatment meant that she had to work harder just to keep up in school. Once again, you came through and generously gave to help kids like Ariana that night. Your support last year ensured that we could provide free after-school enrichment, online tutoring, and summer camp for every child who needs the extra help. While addressing these immediate needs of our children and their families last year, we also began to develop North Star goals for Ask's future. You see, last year we went through a 9-month strategic planning process. We challenged ourselves to dream really big. We did a deep dive into what our patients need, what our families want, and what our communities hope for. We looked around for model programs that we could bring here to Central Virginia, and in that process we found that we're actually providing more comprehensive support services than many communities in our state and around the country. It led us to think, how could we help raise the level of care for all kids with cancer here in Virginia? How can we share what we've learned and partner with others to have an even greater impact? Now, we don't have all the answers on how we'll do that yet, but we do have that North Star, that thought, passion, and heart to guide us. They say that a rising tide raises all ships, and you are certainly helping us raise the tide, and it is greatly needed. Here's why. Right now, there is no voice for Virginia's youngest patients and survivors, and they are losing out. Right now, none of the state's $20 million for cancer funding is designated for children. And unfortunately, that will continue to be the case for at least another year because our request during last year's General Assembly session went unfunded yet again. Our kids deserve more than 0%. Right now, a child in our community will receive all of these great support services that we are talking about tonight, but a child living 5 miles farther down the road could be referred to a different treatment center that is not able to offer all of these wraparound services. That means no after-school tutoring support when they start to fall behind in school, no summer camp where they would have the opportunity to make friends with other kids who understand what they're going through because they've been there themselves, and limited support at their clinic. This is why we need you more than ever before, and that's what tonight is about. It's about dreaming big while still serving the immediate needs of our own community. Now, you'll hear more about these plans in the coming months, but I wanted you to know that it's only possible because of what we're going to do here together tonight. Now, right now, let's bring the focus back to our community here in Central Virginia. I'd like to introduce you to 2 special families whose lives will be forever intertwined.
We had to go to the bank. And they called me and I said, excuse me, I have to step outside. And it was our local hometown bank. Went out on the porch. And that's when our life kind of flipped around. I hit my knees on the porch of that bank and thought, no, this isn't happening. We were at a softball field probably, I don't know, 3 to 5 days a week.
Pretty much from like March
till June.
July.
Yeah, she started playing softball before she started school. We kind of yelled for her, like, Madison, get that ball. And she didn't react. I think she turned and looked at us.
And when she turned and looked at me, she was like solid white, like a ghost.
So we called the doctor that Monday and he said, pack a bag and get to the hospital as soon as you can. 10 days later, we were with neurology and having MRIs. It was so fast. But we were in there, we had the date, we went home, we had enough time to pack a bag, and we were back for 6 days. Nothing's gonna prepare you for that. And then the learning curve, then the overwhelming questions and the, what do we do now? How can we go from this child that never, ever visits the doctors to now we need to know all the things?
I don't think you ever actually get yourself or your mindset ready for something like that. It definitely takes you over.
Why us? Why this wee little girl? And then after that, I mean, you had to take action. You had to do what was best for her.
So during a family's journey, very rarely do they go through the whole journey without meeting another family, making a connection.
There was a position in graduate studies that I really wanted, and it just so happened that she was in that office and right next door to me, like literally one door away.
When she got there and introduced herself and told me everything about her and Madison and what they were going through, you're like, oh, that's, my gosh, that's horrible. It wasn't a couple weeks later that we got the news about Andy.
I went in to her office and we cried together. It brought back everything from the beginning of our journey. All of the feelings of we don't really know what to do or what's going to happen or where we go from here.
Even our coworkers were just kind of dumbfounded, like, wow, okay. And her office door, I might add, is one door down from mine. We know what each other is going through.
It was nice to be able to help, and she does the same thing for me. If I'm having a really bad day, I'm able to go in and she talks me down a little bit.
I think Andy's very first day of chemotherapy was Madison's celebratory day of being done with her treatment, and we got to meet all in the clinic together. Madison came right on in and talked to Andy like it was nothing. There's a little age gap there, and she took Andy under her wing from the beginning, and Andy just thinks she's the greatest thing. You have that fear that your child doesn't fully understand kind of what's happening. So you see the other children there, and you see how treatment can affect you, and what you might look like, and how people might act, and you see the kids kind of bond together. And kids are so resilient, and kids are fantastic, and seeing the world through their eyes is kind of what I would see when they would interact and play and make things together. And at first, when you're kind of closed off and you don't know what to expect, and you start meeting the parents of the other families, and you're getting to know other stories you didn't know about, other medical terms, other medical processes, other things that other people are going through, and then you relate so much better, because you're like, okay, cancer doesn't discriminate. It's old, it's young, it's this family, it's that family. And the people we've met along the way because of Ask, I think it made us feel more comfortable from the very beginning, let alone Andy, who's meeting people that are going through the same thing and seeing that on a weekly basis.
In December of this past year, we had over 10 within a matter of like 3 weeks.
It's probably 5 or 6 families now with kids around here that...
In this one area.
Yeah.
And you never think it's going to happen to your child. It's naive, but we can say that. You never think that's going to happen.
And I think the conversation is sort of one that you don't want to have, so people don't talk about it. And I was one of those people before it happened to us. It was uncomfortable because it's so heartbreaking. I think there's just something wrong about a child having cancer and struggling and going through all of it.
And then going to clinic every week and seeing new people come in every week, not just your same group.
I had no idea that it was so common until we were in the clinic and there were so many other kids. We had to completely change our lifestyle. Madison couldn't have friends over or go anywhere. She couldn't go to school. We had to watch the fever. She had 100.4 fever. We had to get her to the hospital. Lucas, we had to worry about him going to school and then bringing something home, and it wasn't fun.
To be as young as he is, to actually recognize, something was wrong with his sister, and we needed to be there with her, and he was extremely strong throughout the whole process.
There were some days when she would spike a fever in the middle of the day, and off to the hospital we went while Lucas was at school, and he had no clue other than he came home and his entire family was gone. We were in the hospital and we didn't know when we were coming home.
Ever since Ask was created, we've had parents on our board. We have people who have walked in the shoes of families who get it, who know it. Yes, we know the medical is being taken care of because we have great doctors, nurses, but we look at the rest of it. I mean, Ask has looked at everything other than the medical that could affect a family's social, emotional, educational.
Coming from Farmville and not having the resources at the hospital here and knowing that this is going to be a multiple times a week, possibly indefinitely kind of thing, little things like that made it comforting.
Just different little tokens, I guess, try to make the whole process a little bit, the transition easier, take a little bit of the financial burden off of you.
To be able to hand a family who thought they were coming in clinics to get counts and we're going to go home and go to lunch or something and realize, oh, my child has to get blood now, we're here all day. To be able to hand them meal tickets, to be able to go to get something to eat and they don't have to pull their wallet out.
What I think about is just how devastating it must be and disruptive for families when they receive that diagnosis. My whole job is just to try to make that moment easier for families, and I believe the essence of heart work is what we do here. Heart work is often behind the scenes. It's not something that's flashy and splashy, but it makes that moment easier for that family.
When we lost Peyton, she reached out and I said, I don't think Madison is grieving right. Not that she's not grieving right, but I think that it's been really hard on her. I don't know what to do. And she had Mary Jo. She said, let me get you in contact with Mary Jo. And she said, I'm gonna send you guys a gift card to do something for Peyton. Do whatever you wanna do. Madison cried her heart out when she got that.
And they weren't, pushy, they weren't overwhelming about it, which is something that you're feeling from day one when all of that's thrown at you.
But there's never been a time that I've emailed Katie or emailed Mary Jo and needed something and they haven't been right back in touch with me. Just to have those resources in place, even, we're post-treatment now. We go every 3 months, but I'm still comfortable calling if I need whatever I need. They're there to answer the questions or send me what I need.
Ask does a great job of trying to support the entire family throughout the journey, not only from the diagnosis, but all the way through.
From when I started almost 14 years ago to what we're doing now, it's incredible.
We love Katie.
You're not going to leave there. I don't care what kind of day you've had. You're not going to leave there without having some kind of smile from Katie. I
struggled with something very, very personal, and I struggled really bad with it for a really long time, and being able to go in and Katie ask about, how things are going, what can we do to help, or just being able to just talk about it. I don't know if we could have done it without them.
They definitely pretty much make you feel like you're the only one there, and that makes you feel special. And try not to make it as scary as what it really is.
Once you're an Ask family, it doesn't matter where your journey goes, you're always a part of Ask.
Watching those videos brought back some wonderful memories for me. You see, as I listened to Leslie and Scott talk, I was there that night at the VMFA. That's the night that I met them 10 years ago, they said. I had hair then, believe it or not. But I also met Tucker that night, and I learned about Tucker's story. And I've seen that legacy develop at Ask, and it was that night that I knew I had found a home here, and that I would work with Ask as long as they would have me. So I thank you for having me here again tonight. And I thank you, Leslie and Scott, for sharing your story and Tucker's story. I also want to say thank you to those of you who are communicating with us tonight. We're getting lots of text message and pictures, wonderful images of people sitting around the television or in their kitchens together participating tonight. Thank you for sending that information to us. If you've been to an Ask event before, you've heard me say at this time of the evening that it is my favorite time of the event. This is the time where you can make a donation, and by making a donation, make a real difference. Now, there won't be me running around the ballroom high-fiving this year. It's just not that sort of year. But what you are going to see is me get excited about the donations that come in here as I get a nearly real-time feed of them. But now, depending on your platform, you may experience a little bit of a lag in the event tonight, and your lag may be a little different from some other participants, so we're going to take it nice and slow because we want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to participate this evening and make the donations that they feel compelled to make. So as we begin our Above and Beyond Donation Challenge, you'll receive a text message. In fact, I think I just received mine, that will include a link to the donation levels that we've pre-selected this evening. You can give at any time during the evening, or I invite you to walk with me as we would in the ballroom and walk through what each of the preset levels we've selected. Be sure to keep up and to also continually refresh, because like every Ask Gala, we have a couple of surprises tonight. Our first request tonight is for a $10,000 donation. Your gift of $10,000 provides emergency financial assistance for up to 8 families. Childhood cancer can be financially devastating during normal circumstances. That, of course, is magnified during a pandemic, creating another layer of financial hardship. Ask helps families by paying rent, utility bills, transportation, expenses, and more. This gift, wait a minute, I see a gift has already come in from Doug and Sharon Kiefer. Doug and Sharon have donated $10,000. I understand that they're watching from the West Coast, from California this evening. That is the wonderful thing about a virtual gala. You can participate from everywhere. Thank you to the Kiefer family for their kind and generous donation of $10,000. I would ask if there's anyone else out there that would donate $10,000 tonight. Who else can make a $10,000 contribution? Simply pull out that text message that you received, go to the $10,000 section, and place your donation. Yes, sir. Mr. Jeff DeVood, I see you, my friend. Thank you for your kind and generous $10,000 donation. You've given so much to Ask, yet you're stepping up with $10,000 tonight. Thank you, sir. A reminder that $10,000 will support the entire Ask preschool program for a year. That's meaningful for all Ask families and survivors. It will provide a month of tutoring for all patients and survivors who are struggling with their schoolwork. Ladies and gentlemen, your $10,000 makes a real difference at Ask. I'm asking if there's anyone else out there who would donate $10,000. I see a donation from the Kiefer family and also from the DeVood family. Thank you very much for your kind and generous donations. Anyone else at the $10,000 level tonight? Yes, I see another donation. Mr. Matt Sheehan. Matt Sheehan, I hope I'm saying yes. And Kevin Williamson, thank you. That's 2 more generous $10,000 donations. Thank you so much. That's $40,000 already tonight. It means so much to our kids. Thank you from wherever you are for pressing that donation button at the $10,000. I see Matt's name again on my screen. And Roddy DeVood, another donor at $10,000. Thank you, Mr. DeVood. I hope that I can meet you. I don't think you and I have met, but thank you for your kind and generous $10,000 donation. Yes, I see Northwestern Mutual has made a $10,000 donation. Thank you so much for your generous $10,000 donation. I think by my count, that's $60,000, team. Is that correct? At the $10,000 level tonight. Thank you so much for your donations. Anyone else at the $10,000 level tonight? You can donate at any time, but certainly I don't want to miss anyone at this important level. Anyone else at a $10,000 donation level? My next request tonight is at the $5,000 donation level. Your gift of $5,000 covers a month of counseling sessions for all our children going through treatment. The emotional and psychosocial impact of childhood cancer diagnosis and treatment can be severe for the patient and the entire family. ASK provides professional counseling for patients, parents, and siblings before, during, and after treatment. Would anyone donate at the $5,000 level tonight? I see C.J. Stoltler. I hope I'm saying that correct. I apologize if I'm not. Yes, Miss Regina Perkinson, thank you for your kind and generous donation. Always a supporter of ASK. I see a donation come in from Timothy Cosgrove. Thank you, Mr. Cosgrove, for your kind and generous donation. I'm asking if there's anyone else at the $5,000 level tonight. My calculator doesn't always work in my head, but that feels like $75,000 or $80,000 towards our mission already tonight. Thank you for your generous donations. 12 gifts at this $5,000 level tonight means that we can support ASK counseling program for an entire year. Can you help us make that happen by donating at the $5,000 level this evening? I'll pause for the lag to catch up. Anyone else at the $5,000 donation level this evening? Anyone else at the $5,000 level this evening? Thank you all for your generous donations so far. And ladies and gentlemen, we're just getting started. My next ask is at the $2,500 level, $2,500. This covers 2 weeks of online tutoring and mentoring to help patients and survivors stay on track and get back on track after missed days of school for treatment and the late cognitive effects of treatment. ASK educational programming is there to make sure patients stay on grade level with their peers and hold on to their hard-fought academic gains. Ladies and gentlemen, who will make a $2,500 donation? Yes, Lou Marmo. I hope I'm saying that name correct. Lou Marmo. Thank you for your kind and generous donation. I see that donation. Oh, we've had a late donation at $5,000 as well. I see that Dell and Ann Smith has donated at the $5,000 level. Thank you very much. You can always go back and make a donation or make a donation of any amount at any time. And yes, Mr. Roddy DeVood, I see, has given another $10,000. So that's another $10,000 donation. I see a $2,500 donation coming in from Jeff DeVood as well. Thank you again, Jeff. Mr. Rob Stennett, I see you, my friend Rob. Congratulations, a fine and generous donation at $2,500. Mr. Rob Stennett, thank you, sir. Mr. Jeffrey Freeman has donated $2,500. Thank you for your kind and generous donation this evening. I'll pause and let the lag catch up for a moment. I see Brad Toller. Mr. Brad Toller has now donated $2,500. Thank you. And Mr. Graham Lloyd has donated $2,500. Thank you, sir, for your kind and generous donation. I see Matt Brown has donated $2,500. Anyone else at the $2,500 level? I see that Mr. John Vanderhyde has donated $10,000 in memory of Tucker. Thank you, Mr. Vanderhyde, for your kind and generous $10,000 donations. Ladies and gentlemen, we always love, I see Claire, I'm sorry, that was Mr. very fast, Miss Ganley, I believe it was, donated $2,500. Miss Elizabeth Wright has donated $2,500. Mr. Michael Felson has donated $2,500. Thank you for your kind and generous donation, sir. I see Jeffrey Freeman has donated $2,500. So I have several screens and the names scroll quickly. I apologize if I'm missing anyone, but we want to recognize every donation tonight because they all make a big difference to our ASK families this evening. So I apologize if I've missed you, but thank you so very much for your kind and generous $2,500 donations this evening. I'll pause for just a second for the lag to catch up. And then we have Mr. Jeff Bradley, I believe that's a new one on my screen, donates $2,500. Thank you, sir, for your generous donation. I'm getting a note that Ryan and Mallory Hudson has donated $2,500. Thank you, Ryan and Mallory. You know, Ryan, when my wife helped me tie this bow tie tonight, my goal was to get it as good as your bow ties look. So I hope I've done you proud. Thank you for being here with us tonight, Ryan. Who else can donate at the $2,500 level this evening? Anyone else? If you've donated and I have not said your name, I apologize. Lots of names moving here for night and lots of donations coming in, which is a wonderful thing. Anyone else at the $2,500 level? I'm going to pause for just a few seconds. We don't want to miss anyone. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our next donation level is special tonight. It's special for a lot of reasons. It's ones where I really want you to pull out your phone and think about giving tonight. Our next donation level is $2,020. Now, you should be getting a special text to notify you of this donation. Why $2,020? There is several reasons. First, it was motivated by a group of individuals and businesses that we are calling Children's Champions. They came together to provide a total of up to $90,000 in matching funds for Ask Kids. We would like to recognize those individuals and businesses tonight. We would like to say thank you to Charlie Bichtel Real Estate, to Jeff and Kelly DeVood, to ECS, to Keystone Waterproofing and Restoration, to Jody and Randy Kitchens, to Regina and Brian Perkinson, and Emily and Kevin Williamson for your generosity in providing matching funds for tonight. You are clearly children's champions. I'm going to invite you to join them tonight, because it's no secret that 2020 has been a tough year. But we're going to change the connotation of 2020 right now. Because at Ask, the 2020 vision is clear. Our vision for the future is clear. And I believe it's sort of meant to be that Ask came into existence 45 years ago and has been providing services to kids with cancer and their families in Central Virginia for 45 years. It just so happens that if my math is correct, in order to get us to that full $90,000 match, we need 45 donors. That would be a donor for every year that Ask is in existence in this part of the program tonight. It's a big goal, but we've got big children's champions, and we have a lot of work to do. So we have a $90,000 match. I have a goal of getting 45 people to donate tonight at the 2020 level to fully realize that match. I will ask you to pull out your phone and donate $2,020 tonight. We see a few coming in. We have Leslie Griles. It appears that she's donated twice. I hope that's not an accident, but we have $4,040 from Leslie Griles. She has donated. Who else tonight will donate during our matching challenge and donate $2,020 tonight? Anyone else at the $2,020 level this evening? I'm not seeing donations come in. I'm going to assume that that's because of a lag or a technical glitch, but I'll ask you to pull out your phone and donate $2,020. Yes, I see Mr. John Fisterer has donated $2,020. Thank you, sir, for your kind and generous donation. Who else will donate $2,020 tonight with the goal of fully realizing our $90,000 match? Who else at the $2,020 level this evening? It's an opportunity to change the narrative of 2020. Yes, I see that John and Valerie Waters has donated $2,020. Thank you. 2 times, actually. I believe they've donated $4,040 now. Scott Armstrong, I see your name. Thank you to Scott and Leslie. William Bird has made a 2020 donation. Wilson Rayfield, I see a smile on your wife's face in the room. Thank you for your kind and generous donation, sir. Who else will make a donation of $2,020 to join our children's champions tonight? I see William Bird. I'm not sure if that's a new donation, and Wilson Rayfield is coming back up on my screen. Anyone else at the $2,020 level tonight? Remember that every donation in this section is matched dollar for dollar up to $90,000. Anyone else at the $2,020 level tonight? This will be my final call at the $2,020 level. Anyone else to make a $2,020 donation tonight? My next donation level is $1,000. Your gift of $1,000 provides a mortgage payment for a family struggling to pay their bills. Together, we can help parents focus on caring for their child instead of worrying about how they'll maintain housing, pay for the utilities, or buy groceries. Last year, we had 40 families who needed help with their housing costs. Can you help Ask say yes when they get the call from a parent who needs assistance? I ask you, who will donate $1,000? And I see Mr. Kurt Fallaker has donated $1,000. Thank you, Kurt. Dr. Charles De Verena. Dr. Charles De Verena, thank you, sir, for your generous donation. Mr. Brandon Hedrick has donated $1,000 tonight. Mr. William Bird has donated $1,000. Thank you, sir, for your generous donation. Miss Samantha Goebel, Samantha Goebel, I apologize for the name. Mr. Hal Hamner has donated $1,000. Thank you both for your generous donations. And I see that Stacy Trexler has donated $1,000. Thank you, Stacy, for your generous donation. Mr. Greg Myers has donated $1,000. Thank you, sir, for your donation. Jody Kitchens, always a supporter of Ask. Thank you for your $1,000 donation. Clay Creamer has donated $1,000. Thank you, sir, for your generous donation. Who else can donate at the $1,000 level this evening? Mr. Ryan DeVood, thank you, Ryan, and thank you to the DeVood family for all your generous donations this evening. Who else can donate at the $1,000 level this evening? Anyone else at the $1,000 level this evening? Mr. Brandon Hedrick has donated $1,000. Thank you, sir, for your generous $1,000 donation. We've had a couple of anonymous donations come in for $1,000. Thank you very much for those donations. Ms. Regan Morris has donated $1,000. Thank you, Mrs. Morris. And another anonymous donation for $1,000 coming in. We appreciate those. Thank you. Mr. Nathan Carr has donated $1,000. Thank you, sir. Miss Anna Smith has donated $1,000. Thank you, Mrs. Smith, for your generous donation. Mr. Brock Wiggins has donated $1,000. Thank you for your $1,000 donation. Mr. Brian Huff has also given at the $1,000 level. Thank you. I see Stacy Trexler comes back around on my $1,000 donation list. Mr. Brian Winterhoff has donated at the $1,000 level. Thank you. Thank you. I see Ryan DeVood's donation come back around to me. I'm reminded to ask Mr. John Fisterer has donated $1,000, already donated a couple levels tonight. Thank you once again for donating. A reminder that those of you who have businesses that can, Mr. Paul Riley, I see a donation come in. Maybe $1,000 or $2,000. That flashed up quickly for me. A reminder to all of your donors who have businesses who can match your donation this evening, that perhaps could double your impact. So if you would like to help your business complete that paperwork, etc., our Ask team would help you with that. I see a donation come in from Greg Myers for $1,000. Thank you for your donation this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the $1,000 donations continue to add up. Miss Anna Smith, I see a $1,000 donation coming in. Thank you very much, Mrs. Smith. Brendan Hedrick, I'm not sure if I've recognized you yet, another $1,000 donation come in. Anyone else at the $1,000 level this evening? Always a popular level and a level that can really make an impact at Ask. Thank you for each and every $1,000 donations. I see another anonymous $1,000 donation come in this evening. Anyone else at the donation level of $1,000 this evening? I'm going to give a moment just for the lag to catch up and make sure that we've captured all of the $1,000 donors. Is there anyone else? Mr. Matt Bitsko, B-I-T-S-K-O, Bitsko. I hope I said your name correctly. Thank you for your $1,000 donation. Greg Myers, I'm not sure if I've recognized you yet, made a $1,000 donation. Miss Angela Zanders has donated $1,000. Thank you so much. Mr. Evan Shriver, S-H-R-I-V-E-R, Evan, thank you for your kind and generous donation. Anyone else at the $1,000 level this evening? Anyone else? We want to give a moment for the lag to come in. We have more of the 2020 donors. I'm getting a note that has come in as well. Ben and Kate Kiefer have donated at their 2020 matching level. Thank you for your generous donation. And also a $5,000 donation has come in from Jackie Hedrick. Thank you so much for that generous donation as well. We're doing our best with the technology to track every single donation and make sure that we recognize everyone. If we have missed you, please send us a text and we'll be happy to do that. Mr. Doug and Miss Sharon Kiefer have donated at the $1,000 level. They donated earlier tonight at the $10,000. Thank you for donating again. I think that was Kurt Williams that came up at the $1,000 level as well. Thank you for both of those donations. Anyone else at the $1,000 level this evening? Anyone else? You can keep them going all throughout the night, but we would love to recognize you in this segment of the program. Anyone else? I see Brian Huff. I believe that's a new name on my screen. Thank you for your $1,000 donation. Anyone else at the $1,000 level? We'll give it just a few more seconds. Anyone else? It'll be my last call at the $1,000 level. I see Miss Cindy Viner. I hope I said that name correctly. Cindy Viner, an Ask board member, has just donated $1,000. I saw another name. Last name Sheck, I believe. Sheck. We believe that Sheck, I apologize if I've said it incorrectly, that flashed up very quickly for me, has donated $1,000. But thank you for your kind and generous donation. They come in fast, and it's a little bit like being in the ballroom, but a lot different. But thank you. I love to see all the donations come in. Thank you for all of your $1,000 donations. I am going to move forward with our $500 level. Now, this is going to be the last live donation level tonight. My last request tonight at the donation level is $500. Your $500 gift provides a month of gas cards for families traveling back and forth for treatment several times a week. Many families drive over 100 miles to get to clinic. You've heard the story of two families tonight who have been on the road several times for treatment. And that is magnified by the COVID situation because many times they can only have one family member in the clinic or in the treatment room at a time. Therefore, couples are having to stagger their visits and perhaps drive 2 different times, increasing the amount of travel and gas that they spend. Additionally, we have lots of families who are traveling from farther away areas to come to Richmond for treatment. Perhaps they're coming from Farmville or the Northern Neck or Orange. And that, of course, increases their travel expenses. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to donate $500. They've been coming in already, and I've missed some. I see Chris Thompson has donated $500. I see that Adam Karst has donated $1,000. Thank you, Adam. Miss Christina Pegram has donated $500. Jennifer and Pat Rohan have donated $500. Thank you for your generous donation. Miss Rachel Joyce has donated $500. Thank you, Mrs. Joyce, for your donation. Mr. Craig Tolson has donated $500. Nice to see your name, Craig. Thank you, sir. Mr. Steve McCoy, we heard of him tonight, putting his money where his mouth is. Thank you for your generous donation. Mr. Timothy Griles has donated $500. Another $500 donation has come in. Anyone else at the $500 level this evening? Again, this will be my last request live tonight. Derry Newbill has donated $500. Thank you for your generous donation, sir. Who else at the $500 level this evening? Anyone else at the $500 level this evening? Kevin Bradfield has donated $500. Thank you for your donation, sir. Vince Doherty has donated $500. Thank you, Vince, for your donation this evening. Mike and Kyrie Maggie, I hope I said all that correctly, has donated $500. Braxton Hill has donated $500. Thank you for your donation, Braxton. Joseph Lavler has donated $500. Thank you for your donation, sir. We have more donations at the $500. Sharif Ferris has donated $500. Thank you for that donation. I see Timothy Griles cycle back through at $500. Danielle Burke has given $500. That's Danielle and Brendan Burke at the $500 level. And they are Ask Mom to Grady. Thank you for that information for the Burke family. I see Vince Daugherty's name come back up. Who else at the $500 level this evening? Chris Garner has donated $500. Thank you, Chris, for your donation this evening. Kurt Williams has donated $500. I see a donation come in from Andrea and Isaac Wright at the $1,000 level. Thank you very much. Again, you can donate at any level at any time. Derry Newbill has donated $500. Andrew Mikich has donated $500. Thank you very much for that donation. Claire Shannon has donated at the $500 level. Thank you, Claire, for your donation. Anyone else at the $500 level this evening? Or if you want to go back and give at any other level, including our 2020 matching level, you can always do that. We're trying to track those in real time and recognize as many donors as possible this evening. And of course, it all makes a difference to ask. I'll pause for just a moment here at the $500 level. Anyone else at the $500 level this evening? So remember, you can continue to give all throughout the evening, and we appreciate every single donation, no matter when you make it. Though we've chosen to end the live donation request at the $500 level, that's fine. That's really out of the timing of a virtual event. We ask that you continue giving. There are preset giving amounts at the $250 and the $100 levels, or you can enter a custom amount at your choice. So please go in, put in a custom amount, or give the $250 or the $100 donation if that's comfortable for you. Every donation tonight will, of course, go directly to the Ask Childhood Cancer Foundation, And all the donations that we receive by the end of the evening will be included in our event totals tonight. And we are going to work very hard to give you an accurate total for the evening at the end of the evening. So make your donations now so they can be included in that total. Now I want to say thank you. If we were in the ballroom, there would be a big round of applause. I ask you to do that wherever you are tonight. So give yourself a huge round of applause. Thank you for all your generous donations. If you can safely do it where you are, give someone a high five. Go give them a hug. You deserve it. They deserve it. It's been a great evening already for the kids at Ask, and we have a lot more yet to come. I'm going to pause for a moment of celebration. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. I had to do a little celebrating myself and grab a drink of water after that donation round. But we still have more of our program tonight. So there is something, I can't tell you just yet, but there's something really fun that we're going to do at the end. So stay with me until the end. But right now it's time for our live auction. So please join in our live auction. It's going to be a lot of talking really fast to a camera if you're not bidding on the live auction tonight. So I ask you to join with me as we close down our 4 live auction packages. On your app, those are going to be number 10, Written in the Sand, number 11, The Private Chef's Dinner, number 12, Bald Head Island Getaway, and number 13, the George High Quail Hunt. So you'll receive a text, hopefully you've received it already, for each of these 4 items. We'll close each package individually before moving to the next, just as we would in the ballroom. Now, if someone has jumped ahead of you, or you get an error alert or an outbid alert, that just means that you should keep trying to bid, refresh your screen as needed, and perhaps just increase your bid and give a little more. Again, depending on the platform that you're watching on, there may be a little bit of a lag, so we're going to go nice and slow and give everybody an opportunity to participate in our live auction. So once I say sold, that is the winner of the item, so please bid early and often. So now we're going to go to our first live auction item. That's entitled Written in the Sand. I invite you to bring your friends for a fun-filled week at Duck, North Carolina. This 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath, sun-filled home features a spacious floor plan and great outdoor amenities. After a fun day at the beach, come float in your own private pool and hot tub, capture amazing sunsets over the Albemarle Sound from the top-level sun deck. Guests can enjoy community amenities including tennis courts and private beach access. Your week is based on availability, a mutual agreeable date with the owners. We would ask that you book by December 31st of this year, as it expires September 30th of 2021. This item was donated by Brian and Tara Kagi and Mike and Janice Nolan, who are watching us tonight. Thank you both for your generous donation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I can see on my screen that our high bid from the pre-bidding is $3,000, and that is with Mr. Sam Honeycutt is the reported high bidder. Now I ask you to place your bid. Pull out your phone. I have $3,000. Now who'll give $3,100 for it? I have $3,000. Now I'm going to get $3,100 for $3,000. Now I'm going to get $3,100. Pull out your phone. Press the button to increase the bid or type in $3,100. Right now, Written in the Sand is going for $3,000 to Mr. Sam Honeycutt. Will you give $3,100 for it? I'm at $3,000. Now I'm going to get $3,100 for $3,000. Now I'm going to get $3,100. I'm at $3,000 is bid. Now I'm going to get $3,100. I bid $3,000. Now I'm going to get $3,100 anywhere. $3,000. Now I'm going to get $3,100. Anyone else at $3,100? I have $3,000 in the pre-bidding. Now I'm going to get $3,100. I have $3,000. Now I'm going to get $3,100 for it. I'm at 3,000. Now able to get 3,100. I'm at 3,000. Now able to get $3,100 for it. Anyone else? I don't want to miss you because of the lag. I ask you to jump in and bid at 3,000. Will you give $3,100 for it? I have 3,000. Now able to get 3,100 is bid. I see by Miss Gloria Mykich. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Gloria Mykich has bid 3,100. Thank you. Gloria is our high bidder at 3,100. Sam, you need to bid again or you're not going to win this item. I'm at 3,100. Now I'm going to get 3,200. I'm at 31. Now I'm going to get 3,200. 31. I'm going to get $3,200 for it. I'm at 31. I'm at 3,200. I'm at 31 with Gloria. 3,200 anywhere. I'm at 31 with Gloria. Now 3,200 is bid. 3,200 from Sam. Sam is back at 3,200. Gloria, now it's your turn at 3,300. I'm at 32. Now I'm going to get 33. I'm at 3,200 with Sam. Now I'm going to get 3,300 anywhere. 3,200. Now I'm going to get 3,300. I'm at 3,200 with Mr. Sam Honeycutt. Anybody at 3,300? I'm at 32 and now I'm going to get 3,300. 32. Now I'm going to get 3,300. Anybody else at 3,300? I'm going to say going once, going twice. Oh, 3,300 is bid. New bidder, Miss Christina Pegram, has bid $3,300. Now 3,400. I'm at 33. Now I'm going to get 3,400. I'm at 3,400. Gloria is back at 3,400. Thank you, Gloria. You're back at 3,400. He'll get 3,500. How about a 34 with Gloria? Now I'm going to get 3,500. 34. Now I'm going to get 3,500. I'm at 3,500. I see Sam is back at 3,500. Thank you, Sam, for coming back. 35. And now I'm going to get 3,600. Gloria, it's your turn at 3,600. I'm at 3,500 with Sam. And now I'm going to get 3,600. 35 and now I'm going to get 3,600. I'm at 35 and now I'm going to get 3,600. I'm at $3,500 now I'm going to get $3,600 anywhere. Glory, do you want to come back at 3,600? 35 and now I'm going to get 3,600. I'm at 35 and now I'm going to get 3,600. Anybody else at 3,600? 35 and now I'm going to get 3,600. Gloria is back at 3,600. Just in time, Gloria. Thank you for your generous bid. I have Gloria at 3,600. How about Sam or anyone else at 3,700? I'm with Gloria at 3,600. Oh, hold on. Do I see $5,000? Gloria says, Kevin, I'm going to save you some breath. I know how to bid. I know why we're here tonight. Thank you, Gloria, for your $5,000 bid. She just upped the ante. Anybody at 5,500 say? I'm at 5,000. Anybody at 5,500 or any amount over $5,000? I'm at 5,000. Now I'm going to get 51. I'm at 5,000. Now I'm going to get $5,100 for 5,000. Now I'm going to get 5,100. Anybody else at 5,100? I have $5,000 with Gloria. Going once. Going twice. Third and final call. I have sold it to Gloria for $5,000. Thank you so much, Gloria. Round of applause. You know exactly how to bid. You know exactly why we're here tonight. Thank you for your generous bidding and donation this evening. My next item is a private chef's dinner. You'll indulge in the culinary experience when local celebrity chef Mike Ledesma of Perch treats you and 11 guests to a private dinner at Perkinson's Homes Model House in Halsley. Guests will enjoy an intimate dining experience with a special behind-the-scenes look at the care and craftsmanship that go into the preparation of the dishes. Each course includes a special wine tasting provided by Roanoke Valley Wine Company. Chef Ledesma blends Pacific-inspired flavors and Virginia comfort cuisine inspired by his experiences that span from Richmond to Hawaii. The package must be redeemed by September 31st. It's generously donated by Perkinson Homes. Thank you to the Perkinson family, Chef Mike Ledesma of Perch and Roanoke Valley Wine Company. Perch has been a wonderful partner to Ask. Thank you, Mike, and your team for helping make tonight a success in so many ways. I have the private chef's dinner, and I have in the pre-bidding, I see up to $4,600 with Julie Crabtree. Julie Crabtree is our high bidder at $4,600. I ask who'll give $4,700 or more. I'm at $4,600 with Julie. Now I'm going to get $4,700. I'm at 46, and now we're going to get 4,700. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a wonderful way to entertain your family or friends. It's a wonderful thing if you have a company and you want to entertain clients. I am now at $5,000 with Diane Kuntz. Diane is now in at $5,000. Who'll give $5,000 or more? Who'll give $5,100? I'm at $5,000 with Diane. Now we're going to get $5,100. I'm at $5,000 with Diane. Now we're going to get $5,100 for it. I'm at $5,000. Now we're going to get $5,100. And now we're going to get $51. I'm at $5,000. Now we're going to get $5,100. Oh, I see $5,100 now with Julie Crabtree. Julie Crabtree has bid $5,100. Diane, it's your turn. Come on back at $5,200. I've got Julie Crabtree is my bidder at $5,100. I need $5,200. 51, now I'm going to get $5,200. I'm at 51, now I'm going to get $5,200. Diane was my high bidder at $5,000, and Julie's my high bidder at $5,100. Anybody at $5,200? I'm at 51, and I'm going to get $5,200. 51, and now I'm going to get $5,200. 51, and now I'm going to get $5,200. You know the wonderful thing about this item, and the wonderful thing about many of our Ask Donors. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. New bid has come in. Diane has come back at $6,000. Yes, Diane is in at $6,000. I am asking for anyone else at $6,000 or more. Anyone else at $6,000 or more? How about $6,100 or $6,500? My high bidder is Diane at $6,000. Anybody else at $6,100? Diane's my high bidder at $6,000. Now we're going to get $6,100. $6,000. Now we're going to get $6,100. There's Julie at $6,100. There she is, $6,100. And now $62. $61. Now we're going to get $6,200. That's Julie at $61. I had Diane at $6,000. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just do this. We're going to sell 2 dinners tonight. We have a generous donor, and we have 2 generous bidders, Diane and Julie. We will go back and honor Diane's high bid at $6,000. Thank you very much, and offer the dinner to both Diane and Julie at the $6,000 level. So we'll be calling to confirm that with the bidders, but I've been authorized at the $6,000 level to offer both Diane and Julie a dinner. We thank you to Perkinson Homes and to Chef Ledesma for donating 2 items tonight. I believe that we just raised $12,000 for Ask. Thank you very much. My next live auction item, and if you came to bid on a live auction item, I only have 2 left. So it's time to pull out your phones and place your bids. This is the Bald Head Island Getaway. No, it wasn't named after me. It's a real place. Enjoy a 7-night stay for 4 at one of the most recognizable beachfront landmarks on Bald Head Island, the historic Captain Charlie's Cottages. This package includes temporary membership at the Shoals Club and or Bald Head Club and ferry tickets. The Shoals Club offers many dining options and pools and direct beach access. The Bald Head Club is a world-class golf course. This newly renovated 18-hole course can be challenging, but more importantly, it offers the players an insider's view of the island. Reservations can be accepted now through May 31st, 2021, based on availability, excluding major holidays, donated by the Mitchell Family Corporation. Thank you for your generous donation, and I see we have generous bidders already as well. The Bald Head Island Getaway, our pre-bidding is up to $6,600 by Corey Campbell. I'll ask for $6,700 or more. I'm at 66, and now I'm going to get 6,700. I'm with Corey Campbell at 66, and now I'm going to get 6,700, 6,700. I'm at 66, and now I'm going to get 6,700. I'm at $6,600, now I'm going to get 6,700. Corey Campbell is my high bidder at 66. 6,700 by Ann. Ann is in at 6,700. I have 66 and now 6,700. I'm at 66 and now we're going to get 6,700. I'm at 6,700. I'm sorry, now 6,800. 6,800. That is Ann and Dale bidding at 6,700, I'm told. Now I need 6,800. I'm at 6,700. Now I'm going to get 6,800. Corey, I think you were in last. Come on back at 6,800. I have 6,700 with Ann. I'm asking for 6,800. $6,700 is bid. Oh, yes, there's a new bid. Matt Sheehan. Matt Sheehan has bid at 6,800. Now 6,900. I'm at 6,800 with Matt. Now I'm going to get 6,900. I'm at 68. Now I'm going to get 6,900. And come on back and donate again. I'm at 6,800 with Matt. Now I'm going to get 6,900. I'm at 68. Now I'm going to get 6,900. Oh, Ann is back at even $7,000. Ann, thank you for your generous donation at $7,000. And now I'm going to get 7,100 or more. Ann is in at $7,000. Now I'm going to get 7,100. I'm at $7,000. Now I'm going to get 7,100 anywhere. Ann is in at 7,000. Now I'm going to get 7,100. 7,000. Now I'm going to get 71. Anybody else at 7,100 or more? Ann is in at $7,000. Now I'm going to get 7,100. I have 7,000. Now I'm going to get 7,100. Anybody else at 7,100? Ann is in at $7,000. I'm asking for 7,100. Going once. Going twice. Third is final call. Yes, just in time on my screen. I see Matt Sheehan has bid $7,300. Now $7,400. Thank you, Matt, for that last minute $7,300 bid. 7,300. Now I'm going to get 7,400. I'm at 7,300 with Matt. Who'll give 74 or more? I'm at 73. Now I'm going to get 7,400. 7,500 is bid by Ann. Thank you, Ann, for your generous bid tonight. 7,500 by Ann. Who'll give 7,700? Matt, come on back at 7,700. I'm with Ann at 7,500. Anybody else at 76 or 7,700 or 8,000? Anybody else at any higher amount? I have 7,500. Now I'm going to get 7,600. I'm at 75, and now I'm going to get 7,600, 75, and now I'm going to get 7,600 with Ann, 75, and now I'm going to get 7,600 or any amount over 7,600. I have Ann at 7,500. Going once. Going twice. Third and final call. Any additional bids on the Bald Head Island package? Just in time. Matt Sheehan, just in time again. I don't know how much of a delay we're experiencing here, but I tell you what, you got your finger on the button just in time for us, my friend. $7,700 is bid by Matt just under the wire, and it's your turn to come on back. I waited on him. I'll wait for you. I have 7,700. Now I'm going to get 7,800. I'm at 7,700 with Matt. Now I'm going to get 7,800. $8,000. Ann says, not 7,800. $8,000 is bid. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, give these folks a round of applause. They're making generous donations this evening. Our ballroom would be rocking. Make wherever you are rock tonight. $8,000 is bid on the Bald Head Island package with Ann. Who'll give 8,100 or more? I have 8,000. Now I'm going to give 8,100. I'm at 8,000. Now I'm going to give $8,100. 8,000. I'm going to give 8,100 or any other amount. 8,000. Now I'm going to give 8,100. Any increases on Ann's $8,000 bid? Matt, it's your turn to come in just in time. You've done it twice. Can you do it again? I have $8,000 going once. $8,000 going twice. Third and final call of $8,000. I'm watching the refresh. I'm waiting for you to come just in time, Matt. Third and final call. Oh, and there he is. Just at the last moment, $8,500 is bid by Matt Sheehan. Thank you, sir. You give me palpitations there for a second, but I won't say I didn't believe in you. I knew you'd be back. $8,500 is bid by Matt. I'm going to ask for $9,000 now. $8,500, now I'm going to get $9,000. And I'm going to get $9,000. Ann, will you come back to me now? I'm at $8,500 with Matt. Will you give $9,000? I'm at $8,500, now I'm going to get $9,000. I'm at $8,500, now I'm going to get $9,000. $8,500, now I'm going to get $9,000. Or any advance on Matt's bid. I'm at $8,500, now I'm going to get $9,000. Anybody else? $8,500, now I'm going to get $9,000. $8,700 is bid. Thank you, Ann, just in time. $8,700, now $9,000. Matt, it's your turn. $8,700, now I'm going to get $9,000. $8,700, now I'm going to get $9,000 for it. $8,700, now I'm going to get $9,000. I'm at $8,700 with Ann, and now I'm going to give $9,000 for it. $8,700, now I'm going to get $9,000. $8,700, now I'm going to get $9,000. Anybody else at $9,000? Matt, it's your time. Press that button. Will it be the fourth time? 8,700 now, but again 9,000. Going once. 8,700 now, but again 9,000. Or any advance on Ann's 8,700. Any other bids going twice? 8,700 with Ann. Third and final call. Matt, if you're coming in, now's your moment, my friend. Yes, there he is. $9,000 is bid. Thank you, sir, wherever you are tonight. I'd be giving you a high five if we were in the ballroom. 9,000. Who'll give 9,200? And it's your turn now. I'm at 9,000 with Matt. Now, but again, 9,200. I'm at 9,000. Now, but again, $9,200 forward. 9,000. Now, but again, 9,200. I'm at 9,000 with Matt. Now, but again, 9,200. I'm at 9,000. Now, but again, 9,200. 9,000. Now, but again, 9,200. Anybody else at 9,200? We've had 42 bids on this item, a very popular item tonight. $9,000 with Matt. Now, but again, 9,200. And it's your turn to bid. 9,100, Ann says. I appreciate every $100. I have 9,100 with Ann. Now, but again, 9,200. I'm at 91. Now, but again, 9,200. I'm with Ann at 9,100. Now, but again, 9,200. I'm at 91. Now, but again, 92. 91. Now, but again, $200 forward. 91, 92. I'm at 9,100 with Ann. Now, but again, 9,200. Matt, you're going to do it again. This would be the fifth time. I'm at 91. Now, but again, 9,200. 91. Now, but again, 9,200. Going once. Going twice. Place that bid now. It is the third and final call. 91, now but again 9,200. Last call. Mark it. Ann has won at $9,100. Round of applause. Thank you, Ann, for your generous bids tonight. Matt, thank you for all your generous bids as well. You certainly helped us earn more on that item. Thank you to everyone who bid. There were 43 bids on that item. Thank you very much. And thank you to the Mitchell Family Corporation for making that generous donation tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, always a popular package. And my last live auction item this evening, but stay with me because I do have one other thing going on I want to tell you about. If it helps you, I love my jacket this evening. And I want to tell you a little bit about it when I'm finished with this last live auction item. This last live auction item is the George High Quail Hunt package. So you can make this the highlight of your bird hunting season with a trip you won't forget. The beautiful George High Plantation in Garland, North Carolina. Woo, you'd think I could say that. Garland, North Carolina offers nearly 1,000 acres of diverse quail courses varying from native warm grasses, open pine plantations, and select plantings. This package for 2 hunters includes a full-day quail hunt with unlimited bird privilege, guides, dogs, vehicles, plus 2-night single occupancy lodging with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is a premier bird hunting, quail hunting destination just down the road, driving distance in Garland, North Carolina. It's valid for the 2021 season with reservations required. Generously donated by the George High Plantation. Bidding has already come in. I see Michael is our high bidder at $4,100. I'm asking for $4,200 on the George High Quail Hunt. I have Michael at 41. Now I'm going to get 4,200. I'm at 41. Now I'm going to get 4,200. Now I'm going to 41. Now I'm going to get 4,200. My high bid's at 4,100 with Michael. Now I'm going to get 4,200. How about a 41? Now I'm going to get 4,200. I'm with Michael at 41. Now I'm going to get 4,200. $4,100. Now I'm going to get 4,200 anywhere. 41. Now I'm going to get 4,200. This is on the George High Plantation Quail Hunt. I'm with Michael Rickobeen. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Michael Rickobeen at, now, a couple of bids must have occurred there because Michael's at 4,600, or maybe he just decided to increase his own bid. Thank you very much, Michael. Now I see, no, Michael's got the spirit, or my technology's crazy, because now he's at $5,100. Now he's at $6,000. Michael is donating tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the best I can tell, and he's at $6,000. He's not here to buy a hunt. He's here to make a donation. Thank you, sir, for your generous donation this evening. I have Michael at $6,000. He's generously giving. I'll ask for any advance on his bid tonight. $6,500, for example. Help him donate more. I'm at $6,000. Now, but I get $6,500. I'm at $6,000 with Michael. Now, but I get $6,500. $6,500. Michael, no, Adam. Adam has bid $6,500. Thank you, Adam. Adam Gregorine, I hope I'm saying that correctly, has bid $6,500. I'll ask who'll give $6,600. Ann has bid $6,600. We have a new bidder. Ann says, I want to go hunting. $6,600. I have $6,500. I went to $6,600 with Ann. Who'll give $6,700? I'm at $6,600 and now I'm going to get $6,700. I'm at $6,600, $6,700, or any amount above $6,600. Michael, will you come back? You were so strong earlier. I'm at $6,600 with Ann, and now I'm going to get $6,700 or more. I'm at $6,600 and now I'm going to get $6,700. Anybody? $7,000 with Adam says I have like 3 screens. It's hard to tell which one to watch. Adam is in at $7,000. Who'll give more? $7,000. How about $7,500? I'm at $7,000. Now I'm going to get $7,500. I'm at $7,000 with Adam. Now I'm going to get $7,500 for it. $7,000. Now I'm going to get $7,500. I'm at $7,000. Now I'm going to get $7,500 or any advance on Adam's bid of $7,000. I'm with Adam at $7,000. Now I'm going to get $7,500 or $7,100. Any advance on Adam's bid. I'm at $7,000 with Adam going once. $7,000 with Adam going twice. I'm at a $7,000 bid with Adam, my third and final call. Pause to allow for the delay. Last call. And I have sold it to Adam for $7,000. Thank you, Adam, for your generous bid. Thank you, Ann, and thank you, Michael, for your generous bids. Give yourself a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for participating in our live auction this year. And as I promised, I do have just one more thing. Now, I don't know if you've noticed or not. I've been talking a lot and trying not to move around too much. But I'm wearing a really nice jacket. The nicest jacket I've ever owned by far. And since I got it, it's the only jacket that I've wanted to wear. It's a custom jacket from Alton Lane. It happened to be designed by some of our friends at Ask, Jeff DeVood and Scott Armstrong. Gentlemen, you did an excellent job. This jacket is a one-of-a-kind, custom-fit Alton Lane jacket made for the Ask Childhood Cancer Foundation. I thank them for presenting me with one to wear tonight. It has some wonderful details, including this beautiful Ask logo inside. I hope you can see that. It is wonderful. It's incredibly comfortable. It fits great except for the little extra COVID weight I'm carrying here, but don't judge me for that. But the Ask details on this jacket are wonderful. The Alton Lane process, in about 30 seconds, they take 300 specific measurements so that this jacket fits you like a glove. But most importantly, you can show your support for Ask all year long. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a generous donor, Old Dominion Incorporated, along with Alton Lane, donated a few of these for us. And we'll offer a chance for you to purchase one tonight. You should have received a text. This is my last request of the evening, so if you came to donate tonight, this is a wonderful opportunity to get involved. For that additional $1,000 donation, you'll be on our best dressed donor list. And you will get a certificate for the custom fitting in a safe and distanced environment at Alton Lane. I see some names coming in. I also want to say that yes, while I am a male and it's a male jacket, the Alton Lane process can fit it to any form. So we see some females. I know Britt is going to be getting one. I saw Amy and Regina Perkinson has also donated in order to get one. There's Amy Godkin's name on my screen now. So it can fit anyone out there. I want to recognize these donors. I'm a little behind, but I saw Amy Godkin and Regina Perkinson. I see Corey Campbell now. Timothy Griles has donated $1,000 to get the wonderful Ash jacket tonight. Sally St. Peter has donated $1,000. She'll be on our best dressed donors list. I see Craig Tolson. That'll be perfect for you, my friend. Craig, this jacket will go anywhere. Adam Grigori, I hope I said your name correctly tonight. Adam has donated $1,000. Kevin Williamson has donated $1,000 to get one of these wonderful jackets tonight. Jackie Hedrick, if you ever wear a sport coat, ladies and gentlemen, you ever wear a jacket like this, you want one of these tonight. It is my favorite by far. It has the full Ask logo lining. And for only $1,000 for the custom-made sport coat, you'll be on our best dressed donors list. The link is going to stay up, but I offer you the opportunity to continue to donate $1,000 and be on our best dressed donors list this evening. It'll be perfect at any event. I see I'm getting a note passed to me, a digital note that says John Cronley has donated $5,000. Thank you, John, for going back and pressing that $5,000 donation button. I see that Timothy Griles has donated $1,000 to be on our best dressed donors list to get the Ask jacket tonight. We do have a few more of these, but there's not an unlimited quality. I see Valerie Waters. Valerie has donated $1,000. Thank you, Valerie. Anyone else who would like a jacket tonight? Again, it's a custom fit, custom made jacket by Alton Lane. Jackie Hendrick has donated $1,000 for a jacket this evening. Graham Lloyd has donated $1,000 as well. Graham, I hope you enjoy your jacket. Anyone else at the $1,000 level? I see Valerie Waters coming back up. I'm not sure if that's a repeat or sometimes things repeat on my screen, but thank you to Valerie and John for always donating. I see that Britt will be on our best dressed donors. We'll see lots of Ask jackets at an event together really soon, I'm sure. Ladies and gentlemen, Lindsay Gay, I believe that's a new name showing up on my screen. Lindsay Gay has donated $1,000 for the Ask custom sport jacket this evening. Anyone else at the $1,000 level? C.J. Stoltler, I hope I say that correctly. C.J. has donated $1,000 for the Ask custom jacket this evening. Anyone else at the $1,000 level? So a reminder that all of our donation levels are remaining open. I do believe that our silent auction has closed. Matt Sheehan, I see, has donated perhaps a couple of times for a jacket. Difficult to tell on my screen. Thank you, Matt, for your generous donation. Seen your name several times tonight. Thank you, sir. Anyone else could donate $1,000 for the Ask custom jacket this evening? And of course, your donations can continue at any level throughout the evening. Now, our accounting crew, while I'm allowing for the lag, our accounting crew, Steve Booth has donated $1,000. That just came in to me. Our accounting crew is working really hard to get you a total for this evening. We see an anonymous donation for $1,000 for a jacket. I assume that you will send us your name so that we make sure that you get a certificate for your jacket this evening. So while I continue to recognize donors coming in, a reminder that we are still accepting donations of any level. Our accounting team is going to be working on a total for us. I feel like we're going to have a big number to celebrate here in just a moment. But yes, Corey Campbell, I believe that is a new name to show up for the $1,000 donation. Again, some of the names cycle through for me, so if I repeat, it doesn't mean that there's been an error, unless perhaps I've made it. but we want to try to recognize everyone. Again, all of our donation levels are still open, but certainly if you would like an Ask custom jacket, you can give now at the $1,000 level. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that there's, I'm getting a whisper number that there's something to celebrate tonight. You have stepped up this evening, ladies and gentlemen. $635,000. There's confetti in Ask Auction Central tonight. I hope there's confetti where you are as well. It has been a wonderful evening for the kids. 2020 is a year to remember here at Ask. $635,557. You have stepped up from near and far, from California to across Richmond. Thank you very much for your generous donations. I hope the party continues at your house because we have some celebrating to do here. It's just getting started. My name is Kevin Pauly. On behalf of the entire Ask team, thank you. Have a wonderful evening.
Hi, my name is Jasmine. I just want to say thank you for all your donations and support to the Ask Foundation.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. High five. Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. What an incredible night. I can't thank you enough. What a difference this is going to make to our kids this year. Thank you.
So with that, our show is over. I want to thank everyone again for attending this evening. We really appreciate it. We couldn't do this without you, and we look forward to seeing you next year.
See you later, guys.
Later. Bye.